What's going on, everybody? What's up? Just adjust a couple things. Hello, hello. Everybody just wander on in here at your own risk. What's going on? What's going on? Wait for a couple more. Hello, everyone. It's tuning in. Hi, Shauna. How are you? How are you, Shauna? Okay, I guess I can go on and get started. Let me just see, because I feel like there were some things we didn't talk about on the last live that just happened, over the course of the week. I'm good. Oh, hi, Shauna. You got two Shaunas in here. Okay, we'll start off with some good news, kinda. Vanessa Bryant, she was awarded $29 million in that settlement against Los Angeles County for law enforcement taking pictures of the crash incident with Kobe Bryant. Hi, Tala. Hi. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, so she deserved every penny of that. So congratulations, and glad that there's some sort of a closure there. Hi, Vaughn. Hi, Ivory. Sorry, guys. I just got up not that long ago. I've been sleeping like, baby, I was asleep all yesterday. I've been asleep all today. I've been in hibernation. So, when you asking me how I'm doing, I'm good. I'm good. I've just been resting. So, you know, that was very traumatic. Glad that she, gets some closure behind that. Let's see what's going on. I saw something I wanted to talk about. Let me see. Chloe Bailey. Chloe Bailey's going on tour, so he said, I was wondering why you look Chinese. Yeah, just woke up. You said not my ethnicity changed. You said, where's Naomi? No, my IG's up. I just haven't been going live on there because I can't see the comments, and that's lame to me. So I'm over here where I can see the comments. Um, you said who? Said Chloe Bailey. Um, so the Beyonce impersonator. Everybody wants to have these conversations about, oh, who's the next Beyonce? But the Beyonce that we have isn't done yet. So Like we're not having that conversation right now. We're still chomping at the bit to get Beyonce tickets and see Beyonce visuals. Beyonce hasn't even peaked yet. So we're running around talking about who's the next Beyonce when the Beyonce we got ain't done Beyonceing yet. And it's damn sure not going to be no damn Chloe Bailey. That's going to be the next one. Because it's like she tries too hard. You know, that mouth's always hanging open, catching flies, trying to be sexy. She's always like, it's too much, too soon. Chloe seems so forced. I don't think she's ready for a tour yet, but the tour is only 3 weeks long and it's at smaller theaters. And, you know, it's from April 11th to May 3rd, starting in Chicago, Illinois, and ending in Los Angeles. So she's going across the country, you know, kind of. And yeah, I guess she's going to hit the Midwest, then the East, then the South, and then she's going to go to the West at the end. Am I going? I heard it was cheap. I heard it was real cheap. I heard it's like, you know, I heard meet and greet was real cheap. I mean, I don't know. She just don't really like move me like that. I don't know. I don't want to be up in there and be fake. I'm not really into the music that she's put out. I mean, it doesn't really give to me, but you know, if you want to go and then photograph it and, you know, send it to me, I know she's gonna be up there writhing and popping and snapping and twitching and rolling on the floor, you know, just really trying her best to, you know, serve you sex appeal. I don't really, you know, I feel like all you've given us is buzz singles and ass. I don't I don't really think that it warrants a tour just yet. And the majority of people don't even know your songs, baby. I think everybody was expecting you to be a opening act for Beyonce on the Renaissance tour. But I guess Beyonce said, I've spent enough money on you. You're not going to steal this moment from me with your mediocrity. I don't blame her. That was my Beyonce voice for those of you who were confused as to what just happened there. That was that was my that that was my Beyonce impression. You're not you're not you're not going to Lord, you're not going to ruin my set with your mediocrity. Little girl, you can go on this theater tour for 3 weeks. I'll have my people call your people. Because no. So the question is, are you all going to see Chloe Bailey twist and twerk and writhe and twitch on that little 4x4 piece of stage that they gonna have her on? Beyonce gonna get tired of wasting money on that girl. Beyonce gonna say, I recommend you go independent. You'll make more money, and so will I. You'll make more, I'll lose less. So I think that's the route that she's eventually going to have to go. Okay, so uh Nicki Minaj came back with a song. I haven't listened to it just yet. Um, you know, I haven't had a taste for subs this week, so I did not listen to the song. Um, of those of you who have heard it, what did it give to you? Let me know in the comments below because I don't know. She started, but the cool thing she did this week was she started her own record label, and she's got like 4 or so people signed, and she's the first female rapper to have her own record label. So that's a good thing. So she's raising up the next. Let me stop. Let me stop. I was going to say she's raising up the next generation of bullies, but maybe these people have a mind of their own, perhaps, and they're just going to do their own thing, and they're just thankful for the opportunity. You know, but did you guys hear her new song? It's like ruby red grapefruit or something. I don't know, but whatever it is, I'm sure her fans like it. Lately, she. Let's see. I'm not interested in a new Nicki Minaj song. Lately, she's been releasing the same song remixed. Yeah, kind of. You said you don't know her either. Now we know her. We just don't, care for some of her ways. I feel like she's one of those people we keep rooting for her and wishing the best for her, but she doesn't want it for herself. So we can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. So and clearly she's not going anywhere. She's going to be here. She's going to squeeze herself into the conversation. She's going to barge in the room. She's not going to let you forget that she's there. So I say, hey, hopefully your label works out for you. We don't want you to fail. We just want you to do better, make better decisions, be more mature. But we see that maturity does not come with age. And as we saw with Shaka Khan this week, the old school OG aunties been showing their ass this Women's Month. Isn't this Women's Month? March? Stephanie Mills saying that Beyonce is not that girl, pretty much. Then we had CeCe Winans. We'll get into that. Then we had Shaka Khan. I guess we can start with Stephanie Mills. What is Stephanie Mills? She said something like along the lines of Beyonce just not being the girl. Then CeCe Winans. So CeCe Winans is gonna say she didn't appear in the video with Whitney Houston for the song "I'm Every Woman" because it was demonic. Because the opening part says "I can cast a spell," and she says I'm not singing that. Whitney didn't ask you to sing it. She just asked you to be in the video. And trust me, when you were in the video, it was just gonna be like boop, flash, and then you're gone. She didn't ask you to sing, baby. That was 1992 Whitney. She didn't need nobody's help. And she just wanted you to, be her friend and make a little boop appearance. Talking about I'm not singing. You was putting 20 on 10, CC girl. Didn't nobody ask your ass to sing. Your ass can go over there and serenade your brother. We didn't ask you to sing. She just said, hey, friend, did you want to show up in this video with me? So, and I know that when Whitney was here, you didn't tell her it was demonic. You was probably just like, oh, sister girl, I'm booked. Me and BB is going on the Lovers and Friends tour, and I'm going to be overbooked. I won't be able to make it. But in actuality, now in 2023, you talking about it was demonic. So, um, but then 3 years later, you did Count on Me with Whitney for the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack, a secular soundtrack for a rated R movie. So if you're going to be this devout, upright Christian, you know, and you're going to talk about what you can and can't be a part of, I would think that that would be something that you couldn't be a part of. And in fact, if we're going to go all the way, I would go so far as to say, why were you even friends with Whitney at all? Whitney was a bisexual drug addict who sang secular music. What were you even doing associating with her? Your dear sister, friend, so famous, so famous, as she said. You wanted some of that clout. You wanted to, touch the hem of that garment. You wanted to ride those coattails because Whitney was that girl. And you said, hey, this is the girl. And if I'm associated with her, then that'll be, more exposure for me. And, people will know me outside of me, serenading my brother. Hey, Monty has a great singing voice. He sings like Shaka Khan from the Versus Battle. These are facts, Mims. Mims on YouTube, Make It Make Sense, says that I have a great singing voice. I sing like Shaka Khan from the Versus Battle. This is correct. That is exactly how I sound with peak vocals. When I have a humidifier going with some warm tea and some honey, that's exactly what my vocals give. Yes, Whitney surrounded by people who used her. Exactly. She was. Yeah, but so I just don't understand the hypocrisy. And then we get into Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan, okay, so she said that the interviewer, she was on this podcast that I don't know that she was probably so damn high she probably didn't even know she was on a podcast. She probably didn't even know that she was talking out loud. She probably thought she was having a dream or this conversation was in her head. She probably didn't even know somebody was in the room with her recording it and putting it out for public consumption. But she had said to this podcast man that Mary J. Blige had fucked up Sweet Thing. And because she sang it at 8 a.m. And I can get if you was out smoking crack or whatever the night before, which is very mean to say. Now, Mary do be flat. Let's just call a thing. Mary do be flat. Mary is not that girl singing live. I'll say in her younger years, it was a lot better. Current day Mary not giving live. But she's respected in the industry. We were told very early on, Diddy told us this is a queen. This is Mary J. Blige. This is a queen. You respect her because she's a queen. She's hurt, so that makes her a queen. She's on drugs and alcohol, and she's still here working. So you need to respect that because she could be out on the streets, but she's in the booth. Respect her. This is a queen. Love her. And so we said, okay, we love her. This is a queen. And then, he put some nice samples. Mary had a very, rough voice, a little scratchy, a little ragged, but, that was part of her appeal. Diddy put that on the track and, wrapped it around a nice sample. And and shot her out there, and we ate it up and we loved it. Mary knew how to ride the beat and look good while doing it. And so, here we are today, and she's the queen of hip hop soul, and we all love her. But in actuality, the voice, it don't really, give like that. I mean, if we're being honest. However, the rude part was saying about the she was out smoking crack. Shaka, honey, no, honey, not the way you was. Not the way Stephanie Mills had to prop you up and carry you at the verses that just happened, like what, last year? And weren't you just in rehab not that long ago for fentanyl? And we could tell when you were talking on that podcast that you were very much so under the influence there. And so for Mary J. Blige, but we're friends. We could talk like this. We have these conversations. Do you? Do you really? Because if you were friends and you said what you said on there, I don't think that I don't think that you would be friends now anymore. And she said that, he got to running down the Rolling Stones list, and Mariah Carey was number 5 for the greatest singers. And she was like, oh, that must be that Sympathy and Payola. And I was like, that's where I was like, girl, you look like Nikki and you act like her too. Because that was some pure menagerie right there when you use that line. I said, oh, wow. Like, this is proof that Nicki Minaj will be Nicki Minajing for the rest of the time that she on this earth. So you can either choose to beef with her and not fuck with her, or you can just go on and, do the if you can't beat them, join them thing and just be a barb. Or, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going to change. It is what it is. That's what it's always going to be. So yeah. She said that was Sympathy and Payola. She said that Adele didn't belong on the list above her. She said she quit. She said Mary J. Blige was number 25, as were Shaka herself was 29. And she was like, see, that's why I said what I said. These people are blind. These are the children of Helen Keller. They need hearing aids, all of this. Just real mean. And it was like, Shaka girl, why you so mean? Like, for what? Yes, Ashley, Helen Keller. Now, so do I like 50%? Like, yeah, Mary is flat. Ironing board, you know, but Shaka Minaj, Nikki Khan, they're the same people. But speaking of toxicity, I just looked at this picture of Ralph and Drew and I just said, oh, okay, well, I guess we're talking about that. That just popped up. So Ralph and Drew, Ralph Sidora. I mean, what's that man's name? Ralph Pittman and Drew Sidora. Okay, so they play husband and wife on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they getting a divorce. And, they was rushing down to the courthouse to see who could be who. So Drew filed first. She filed 61 minutes before Ralph. And she said that Ralph was abusive. They recently physically, he grabbed her phone from her and said, and it made her fall to the floor. And he said that, since I pay the phone bill, I can, the phones are mine. Said that he was mentally abusive, said that he was a serial cheater, and that his hoes used to message her and screenshot and share their sex with Ralph to her. And yeah, but now we see that Mimi Faust from Love and Hip Hop posted a picture with Drew and her ex lesbian and played the song Munch in the background. I don't know, implying that Drew and Ty have something going on. So I don't understand that situation. I said, oh, maybe this is a reason for the divorce too. I was like, oh, this is kind of messy, and I like it. But the only thing I hate in situations like that is like, Drew, clearly you were the victim in this situation, but because you were stepping out and, getting you a little tongue, stepping out and, getting your butt ate after he been out here getting his butt ate for years, but you step out one time and get your butt ate, and then you the whore, you the county whore. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair, but you're no better than him if you're doing what he was doing too. But you were still, like you were constantly embarrassed on national television on one of the most watched reality shows on TV. One of the most watched shows on TV, honestly. Even though Real Housewives of Atlanta's ratings have declined, it's still that girl. When you say why I say butt ate like that, because Ralph was out here getting his butt ate, damn near from the beginning of the relationship. Drew come out here and get her butt ate one time. It's a possibility that she getting her butt ate one time by a woman, and now people looking at her like, oh, see, that's why they got the divorce. Like, no. Ralph was probably out here doing whatever with whoever, and Drew get her a little piece of something. But wasn't Drew? I don't know. Drew will try some things too. I'm just Joss. Said Mimi should have stayed out of it. She should have. Like, Mimi, what this got to do with you? These people are getting a divorce. This don't got nothing to do with you, girl. Nothing. Okay, you guys. Y'all see Madonna old ass dating that she always dating some young light skinned man. She always dating some young light skinned 20-something-year-old. You know that? You ever notice that? This man is 29, so she gonna date him for the rest of the time he in his 20s. And as soon as he 30-something, she gonna throw him away. And she was like that damn alien emoji now. Why your head get so big at the top and narrow at the bottom? What the fuck did you do to your head? Did you re-alter your skull? You know what I'm saying? Sean Scott said rule of thumb is to stay out of married folks' business. I know that's right. Madonna and Cher love them young. Yeah, but Madonna like them young and black but light skinned. So I don't know what that say. I don't know what that mean. Yeah, but she just out here siphoning souls, trying to hold on to relevancy and youth. This motherfucking 64-year-old teenager. Like, you really just trying to give off teenage angst, and you're 64 years old. You're 64, but This has just been, the year and the month in particular of, these older women just acting up. Succubus type teas, very much so. Very much so. Siphoning and sucking life out. You know, and maybe that's why she's so damn immature, because she keeps sucking life out of these young folks. Maybe you should suck the life out of somebody in their damn late 40s or 50s so you can get you some damn maturity. There ain't no damn way you should be exuding teenage angst at 64 years old. Like, you look crazy. Figuratively and literally. And speaking of looking crazy, what the fuck Kaya be doing? What do Kaya got going on? She got these margarita titties and this Chris Tucker wig. She thought she was giving us Alien Superstar, and it's just giving regular old UFO. Unidentified fucked up object. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I don't know if she's supposed to be giving us X-Men or Frozone or Chris Tucker, Fifth Element. I don't know, but it's a fucking mess. And if you look at it from certain angles, her locks are in the back in a ponytail. Like, why do you keep playing in wigs with these long, thick locks? Like, just wear your hair, ma'am. And you were doing so good. She was doing so good. And then she popped out with this. And for a minute, it was looking like, oh, 50 wear. And then she pop out like this. And I'm like, oh, right there. There it is. 55 right there. Because you all forget she's in her mid 50s. She turned 50 in 2017, so you do the math after that. And she proclaimed herself on the Queen's Court that she was going to be 50 that year, and that was 2017. But you all will argue me down, be like, oh no, she's 42. So what, y'all thought she was like 8 when My Neck, My Back came out? How old do you think that she was when My Neck, My Back came out? That was a grown ass juke joint catfish frying ass auntie when she came out in 2001. She was 32 then. Like, I don't understand what y'all, like, how old do y'all think this lady was when My Neck, My Back came out? That wasn't no girl. That was a grown ass woman in. Just think. Just think of the subject matter of the song. Lick my pussy and my crack. Because wasn't no kids back then, wasn't nobody young talking about getting their ass ate. That's some old ass juke joint talk. Was motherfuckers even eating ass yet back then? If they were, they wasn't talking about it, and it wasn't a name for it. It was just something that happened. And if you did it, you didn't talk about it. But wasn't nobody broadcasting the fact that they ate ass. That's a old proud hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like the Cotton Club. Exactly. So, like, I just want to know, how old did y'all think that she was? Like, no, she's in her 50s. Like, she's well into them. Like, she's like 54, 55. And that's cool, but her Valentine's Day photo shoot didn't give 50 anything. And then we see this unedited footage and it's like, oh, there it is right there. It popped out. She didn't have the photo, the effects or whatever the filter was. And I just want her to get a team of people that give a fuck about her. Like, I think that there are some secret sissies on the team that secretly still fuck with T.S. Madison, or they like T.S. Madison over her. And then they just slap this fuckery on her. And it'd just be like, ooh, yes, queen, yes, you fucking it up. Yes. Give it to us. And then she be running around looking like that. Like those aren't real friends. That now isn't it crazy? She was the one running around talking about keep them punks out your house, and she was the main one with the punks in her house, misleading her. What did Santana do? Yeah, we talking about Kaya. But I don't want to go in on Kaya too much. As a rule, Kaya don't be bothering nobody. She just be in her little, she just be in her by her little bookcase, doing her little weekly reads, and then she go away. So, that's it is what it is with her. Um, yeah, that's pretty much all that video about Santana. They say he was crying over a ticket. I thought that was the footage of him crying when he had got shot. Remember he had got shot? Does she still have that wood paneling? I believe so. You said Kaya don't be bothering nobody. The lies I tell, I know she bothers everyone. It's just everyone pays her dust. So it's like she's not bothering anyone because no one regards it. It must be so that must be crazy to spread that kind of venom, that kind of hate. Like she be mad for real at these people that she don't know and that don't know her. And it's this stuff go out and then it be broadcast. It just nobody cares. Nobody engages. That's crazy. You've been baiting people into arguments for years and nobody gives a fuck. That's I don't know. I would definitely take some time off and rebrand and think of a different way to present my content. People pay more attention to Keely from 3LW. I know. Keely went viral a couple times. Yes, I remember when Azalea Banks gathered Kaya. That was hilarious. And Kaya backed off too. She was like, "Oh, this bitch just as crazy as me." A little crazier because she can articulate her words. Exactly. Yeah. But y'all, that's pretty much all I got. I'm finna go out. Ashley, if you still in the live, I'm finna meet up with you for dinner. And she already know that. But yeah, y'all, I'm finna get on out of here. I gotta throw this tail feather in the tub. I gotta soak this thing and rinse this protein treatment out my hair. Wait, this is not the protein treatment. This is the hair mask. So yeah, I gotta rinse this out and put me on something decent to wear. And then yeah, y'all, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you again soon. Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Wednesday.